Big news today out of Ukraine. Russians withdrawing from Kherson city. We'll take a look at that. But first, this is Crisis Report here. If you're new, please smash the subscribe button. And everyone, I hope you will lick the like button. I know that's sort of corny, but maybe you like that. Right, let's get into this. This is reporting from the BBC, though I've seen it from Sky News and others, so I think we can take this as a confirmed statement coming out of Russia. We'll look into the details of the story, and then I will, as we go through, I will analyze what I think is going on here. Russia to withdraw troops from key Ukrainian cities. So it's not necessarily the Kherson Oblast in entirety, it's Kherson city. And so we're getting this. Russian military has been ordered to pull out of the Ukrainian city of Kherson, the only regional capital captured after invading in February. Russia's commander in Ukraine, Sergei Surovikin, I'm sorry, I'm probably butchering these a bit, said it will no longer possible to keep supplying the city, and I knew that was going to be the major reason. The withdrawal means Russian forces will pull out entirely from western bank of the river Dnipro. I would call it the Dnipro, from long past and Eastern Front studies of World War II. It is a significant blow as Russia faces a Ukrainian counteroffensive. Military top brass announced a decision on Russian state TV, with General Surovikin reporting the situation on the ground in Kherson. President Vladimir Putin did not take part in the staged event. Of course not, the architect, right? This, yeah, blah, blah. A lot of opinion from these people. I'll give mine, but in these circumstances, the most sensible option is to organize the defense along the barrier, the river Dnipro. The general said the decision pulled back. River was treated as a caution by Ukrainian. Actions speak louder than words. Presidential advisor from Ukraine, meaning they're not trusting what the Russians say, and good reason. We see no signs Russian without a fight. Leaving Kherson with a fight is liberating territory based on intelligence, not staged TV. After Russia's announcement, civilians inside Kherson said Chechen troops are in the city in cafes and moving around the streets. Another civilian, visually nothing has changed. Okay, and I believe that. The gains belong to the brave, blah, blah, blah. Counter escalates. Right. Okay. Well, as reported before on Crisis Report, and I will make another update from this map is provided by the Defense Intelligence Report from the United Kingdom, just to give you the source of this map, and this is back on October 26th, so a few days out of date. But the reason this is happening is because the Kerch Straits Bridge is out of commission. They've moved, and I forget the details, but a few light trains was their term. I don't know exactly what that means, but meaning not full trains carrying their normal capacity, and a few light vehicles have been crossing the bridge on the one side, meaning I would say like passenger cars. Trucks are not coming across there. I've seen some photos of a huge field with just trucks just parked waiting to be ferried across there. So virtually no train traffic, and trucks limited to what is being ferried, and I don't know how much they ferry per day or anything like that, but you really have to look at how many tons per day can you move across here, because we see this is somewhat of an island in that most of the Crimean Peninsula is relatively well controlled by the Russians. Where here, any of these sort of pink areas here is a Russian-controlled areas, they're calling them. But I would, this is where an insurgency is happening, shall we say, going on. So you have to, either by rail or road, move all the way through to here. And that's a much longer distance because I'm taking it not from here to here. I'm taking the distances sort of from here to here, because this is back the safe place where you can have, say, civilian truckers move in trucks that then you load up military trucks and do convoys to supply your troops in the front, where here you've got to do that all the way through here. So I think this, by abandoning Kherson, will push the Russians entirely to the south of the Dnipro. Now, as they were stating, nothing's changed. Well, they've just announced that this is going to happen. I think that this is smart because it's managing expectations of everybody, and that they're going to prepare and withdraw instead of being forced back. We often see, abandoned functioning Russian equipment. They're trying not to have that happen this time. So it's going to take a while to happen. And the winter's going to come. It's going to get cold. This is going to be hard to control. So this will definitely give a very strong push to Ukraine. And it's very much because of the Kerch River Bridge, or Straits Bridge, being destroyed effectively. And it's not expected to be functional until summer or fall next year. So that's how long away that it is. I have suspicions of what might happen after this and from the Ukrainian side, but that'll come in other videos as we see things develop. So I hope this is of interest to you, so that you know what's going on and why. Like I say, can you make sure you're subscribed? Love to have you around more often. And please post your questions, comments, suggestions, tips. And what do you want to see focused on? What part of the world? Love to hear from you. See you next time.